What's going on, everyone? It's Indy here with Ultimate Tool Reviews. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, I'm covering a lot of Makita XGT. I even made a video saying that, hey, I'm starting to convert over to XGT. Not necessarily as my primary tool line right now, but I'm definitely pushing a lot towards XGT for a lot of my heavier use tools. So that does raise a question now, is that when we pay more for Makita XGT, because we're no longer in the same realm as like Milwaukee and DeWalt, when it comes to comparing a single tool that's around the same price and same voltage as all the other tools that we're comparing, we're now comparing a tool with a higher voltage, like the XGT 40 volt, and Makita's aiming for a little bit, up there when it comes to more of a industrial, heavy-duty grade power tool now. So of course we're going to be paying more money for longer runtime, bigger batteries, pretty much more heavy-duty tools that we're looking at now. So of course, there's going to be a higher price tag, and that's going to be, of course, create a few issues when you want to go to buy it, because it's not just going to be, run to the store, pick one up. They're not always going to be in stock. They're not going to be as common as things like the Makita LXT line, Milwaukee M18 Fuel, and just the regular DeWalt 20 volt max line. So my biggest question now when it comes to Makita XGT, it's not something you can really just test out in a video anymore, is going to be durability of a tool, longevity. How long is that tool going to last compared to, say, the current 18 and 20 volt tools that we have on the market now? Are we going to see a long difference, over time when it comes to those batteries, those tools? Are we getting more for our money when we're buying XGT tools? So there's not really a good way to test that, other than, of course, buying the tools, using them over a length of time. What exactly can you do to test that? Short term, nothing really. Even if you were to say, create a setup or a jig that can test those tools, non-stop, that's not really a real world test, of course. Project Farm has a lot of cool stuff like that, but he can't really test longevity of a tool when it comes to real world use. So I've got a few tools behind me that I've now had for, some of them for a few weeks, but some of them for nearly 2 years. I wanted to mention too, my last video I did a review on the XGT chainsaw. Now, I was not aware at the time that they also have the regular 2-nut, 2-bolt position for the chain and bar on here. So I just want to say that they do have that available. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Of course, I'm not a fan of this, convenient quick release design, but if you want to check out the other design, Makita does make it here in the US. So I'm hoping to see XGT, if you compare pricing to other tools, let's give an example, is going to be the chainsaw kits. So it's going to be a decent price difference between the 36 volt LXT chainsaw kits and, of course, the 40 volts chainsaw kits. So are we getting that extra money's worth of, say, longevity? I mean, of course, we know we're getting more power, we're getting more possibly runtime, but are we getting more longevity and durability? That's my real question I want to figure out. So, of course, the only way to do that is keep using the tool, see if we get any issues. I haven't really seen any issues. Even my local service center that does Makita said they haven't seen really any XGT just yet. However, though, that can be misleading, because if you have a tool line like XGT that is maybe not very common just yet, of course you can't buy a lot of it in stores, that also means that there is just less of it out there, and so of course that pool of users is going to be much smaller than a larger pool like the LXT line. So that's going to be the big question there, is it now worth it to go XGT, pay that extra money, and of course have the bigger, better tools? So I'm going to just keep using my tools, see what happens. Are we going to see any issue with the batteries? Of course, running higher voltage, more cells in those batteries, we've seen issue with that in, say, like the Milwaukee batteries and the DeWalt batteries that are much larger amp hour. When you have more cells, those cells become unbalanced through frequent recharging, and you can get, what of course happens is when you fully charge the battery, you'll see it maybe goes to 2 or 3 bars and not 4 bars entirely. Now, that's really not an issue I've seen that's been specific to any one brand. I've seen with Metabo HPT, my last few videos I've had a few on those. Milwaukee, DeWalt. I've even seen it with some of the Makita 5 amp hours, which is quite rare, but I have seen it, of course. So I'm curious, XGT, how are we going to see that, play out when it comes to durability, reliability? So we'll find out, I guess, and I'll see the best we can do testing out the tools. I want to get a lot of real job site use in those tools, and that's kind of where I introduced that series I'm doing. Is called Unreviewed, where I'm not trying to review the tools after using them too much, but I'm just kind of telling you, my honest thoughts on what I think about the tools, pros, cons. It's not really a review. Don't really want to go over, the numbers, all the specs. I'm just telling you my thoughts on the tools, what I like, what I don't like, and that's it. That's what those videos are all about now. So guys, don't forget to subscribe if you like the channel. Appreciate everyone that watches the channel and subscribes. It's been fantastic. So guys, take care, have a great day, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and stay safe out there.